Hi beautifuls, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't been here before, my name is Michael. I am a young mom, an entrepreneur, a reader, a lover of things, and a boring human being. And today I thought I'd do a Q&A because it's been a really long time since I've done one and just sat and chatted with ya. So that's what we're gonna do today. You guys asked me a bunch of really good questions. I haven't even really read all of them. So we're just gonna go through and we're just gonna chat and I'm gonna tell you all the things that you wanna hear, okay? Let's just not waste any time, let's get into it. Okay, the first question, what do you do to keep a positive outlook on life? We're getting so deep, like right off the bat. Honestly, I really don't do anything that's like conscious. I think I'm a pretty optimistic person and that kind of just like flows through me, leads me through life. Lucy obviously is like my biggest motivator. I do everything for the betterment of the two of us. Oh my god, I just got really hot, y'all. I just got like a hot flash or something. This is not good. Okay. Do you like reading fantasy romance now after starting ACOTAR? If you guys don't know, if you haven't been keeping up, I started reading ACOTAR a couple weeks ago. I have read the first 2 books and I am on the 3rd book right now. I'm like halfway through. I've been posting like reading vlogs on TikTok if you guys want to go watch them. I don't think I'm going to consider myself a full-fledged fantasy reader. This is the first fantasy series I've ever read, but I think I'm more open to reading fantasy now. Like I 100% will read more fantasy books. Sorry, I just realized how dry my lips are. Okay, that feels better. But I'm loving ACOTAR. I'm like going through it so quickly, it's insane. What has been your favorite month this year and why? I really don't know. I would say probably this past month, maybe like July, June or July was my favorite. The year started out really bad. January through like April was really, really rough for me. So I would say either June or July, just because it's been fun. I've been spending a lot of time with my friends. I've been traveling, like just doing things that make me happy. When are you coming to Paris? I really want to hang out with you. Buy me a ticket, babe. Buy me a flight and I will be there, okay? Does Lucy sleep in her own room? How did you do it? Help, my 2-year-old is still with me. No, babe, my 2-year-old is still with me. I tried so many different things to break the habit of co-sleeping. Lucy has co-slept since she came home from the hospital. And literally just nothing worked. Honestly, I think everything that I did made it like worse for her. But she did just start school, which I think there's a question about later on. So I feel like that's gonna help her because they do take naps at school. I do put her down in her own room and then like halfway through the night she usually ends up in my bed, which is fine. How many books do you read a month? Well, as a mom, it's like a little bit harder for me to find time to read because I work a full-time job and like have her and whatever. I think I would say I probably read at least 1 book a month, if not 2. I went through a really bad reading rut after I read, what was the book that put me in my rut? I don't know, I'll write it up here, whatever that book was called. It just, the ending, like I hated it and it made me not read for 6 months and that really sucked. Best and worst part about growing up. Best part about growing up is you get to do more like fun, exciting things. You get to be an adult. Worst part is having to pay for everything. Money sucks and I hate it. How did you cope with pregnancy emotions, mood swings? It's horrendous. I had a really depressing pregnancy. Like I was just really, really fucking sad. That was kind of it. So I don't know, I didn't really deal with it very well. I just cried a lot and slept a lot and yeah. I don't really have any advice and I'm sorry for that. I hope it gets better. I know it's really hard. Go on a date with me, please. I mean, literally just pick me up. Tell me when and where and I'll be there, okay? How is co-parenting going? I get this question quite a lot in like my DMs and stuff. Co-parenting is going well. I would say the first year of co-parenting was really, really hard. And I don't know, I always say that time heals everything. Like, you know, everything is so fresh in the beginning and with time it gets better and those wounds start to heal and whatever. I don't know if the situation that we were in maybe like made that 1-year mark just feel so much easier, but I would say after about a year things just got easier based on like communication and figuring out our schedule and stuff like that. You just have to figure out what works for you and how to communicate best, and it's really, really hard, but it's gotten better, and I feel like it's going quite well right now. Do you like your job? What's your dream job? Love your content. Thank you. I love you. I like my job. I work in a restaurant right now, which is like not ideal. I like the people that I work with, which is why I like my job. If I didn't like them, I probably would have quit my job a long time ago, but I do enjoy it. It is like just a fun whatever. I'm making money, so that's good. My dream job would be probably working with moms and babies and families and stuff like that. Honestly, I just want to live on a commune where I have a garden and watch everyone's children and help women give birth, and we all just like live together, and it's amazing. And that's what I want. A song you've been loving this week. My all-time favorite song right now is Unknown by Hozier. I cannot shut up about this stupid fucking song. I just love it, and it's just so good. But this week, don't laugh at me, we have been listening to a lot of Teenage Dirtbag, and I couldn't tell you why specifically, but when I'm taking Lucy to school, it's just the song that we turn on, and we rock out, we jam. Before school, before preschool, we listen to Teenage Dirtbag, and I just feel like it really goes to show who I am as a mother. So thank you. How's your relationship with Maddie now that you've broken up? Obviously, I cannot speak for anyone but myself, but we are really good. We're still really good friends. We talk constantly. I actually was just texting her yesterday asking her to come to the Hozier concert with me, so fingers crossed, we'll see what happens, but I think that would be really sweet because we have matching Hozier tattoos, so. And this is a great follow-up question. I'm just going to leave this one here. I love you so much, Baylor. Mwah. How are you and Lou? Just a good general question. We're doing really well. Things are going pretty good. I'm a little bit nervous for like fall and winter time to be coming around the corner because everything just gets so crazy, but as of right now, we're doing really good. Summer is when we thrive. How much screen time do you give Lucy a day? I don't really count her screen time. Like, I don't keep track of it. And like when I'm at work, obviously I don't know how much screen time she's having, but we spend a lot of our day outside, like at least 4 to 5 hours a day. We're playing outside. She does a lot of independent play outside while I read, or we like sit in her swing. She's a big outside girl. But we also watch a lot of movies and just like hang out, and she'll play while we have Frozen on in the background or whatever. But she doesn't have like an iPad or her own screen. We just have the TV that's in the living room that she watches. How did you overcome the fear of being a single mom, and what are you most proud of since? I get this question constantly in my DMs, and honestly, I think you just get to a point where you can't take it anymore, and you know that you deserve better. You realize that your baby deserves better, and that point is different for everyone. The circumstances are different for everyone. Obviously, that final thing that pushes you to leave is going to be completely different. To stay and see what my life would be like rather than to be a single mom and do it by myself. I was already doing everything alone, and I have a really great support system, so there wasn't a whole lot that I was going to be giving up other than this like life where Lucy's parents were together. But I always say I think it's much more important for her to grow up seeing happy parents who might have different families and different people that they love and different lives than to have miserable parents that stayed together. Advice for growing up and finding friendships and who you are. Learn what you love to do. Learn what makes you happy, not things that make other people happy. And as far as finding friendships, I think I get really lucky in this category because I have a lot of amazing friends, but I think you attract the people that you want in your life, and the friends that I have in one way or another, we like similar things, and different things have like brought us together. And something that's really important for me is people that love my daughter and me as a mom. And that can be really hard to find those people, but I think I just don't give my energy to people that I don't care about and don't feel like they're gonna aid anything in my life, if that makes sense. Any advice on breastfeeding? My biggest advice is that it is painful in the beginning. It is for everybody. It takes getting used to. And if it's too hard, if it's something that is draining on your mental health and it's not something that you enjoy doing and it's something that is just upsetting, don't put pressure on yourself to do it. I loved breastfeeding. Breastfeeding was one of my favorite things in the entire world. It was amazing and I feel very grateful for that. But I also didn't put a lot of pressure on myself when it felt like it was time for me to stop. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I have no idea. I get asked this question all the time. I don't know where I'll be when I'm 25, almost 26. Hopefully I'll have a house. Hopefully I'll have a partner. I just want my life to be happy and fulfilling. I did not expect myself to be where I am right now when I was 15, so I have no idea where I'll be when I'm 25. And that's okay, I'm cool with that. Are you nervous about Lucy starting school? So Lucy is on her second day of school. She started 2 days ago. And I was really nervous. First day went so well. She didn't cry. She just walked right in, had so much fun. Her teacher said she had a great day. Today there was a little bit of tears on her end, and that's okay. It was just like that realization that I was leaving that made her freak out a little bit, but she ended up wiping away her tears, walking into class. She was excited to go. I'm not nervous at all. I think a lot of people thought I was going to be, but I know that she's going to be learning so much that's going to aid her, and she's making so many friends, and that's like all I could ever want for her, is to be learning and growing and being with, you know, friends. So I'm really happy and like really proud of her. Do you still want to become a doula? I do, and I'm actually thinking about going back to school. I did a program called BDAT. I'll put it up here and I can link the program below, and it was amazing. It was a very in-depth program. I took so many notes, but I never ended up finishing and like graduating with my certificate. So I'm thinking about going back to just like a really, really short program, since I have all the notes and all the information. Just a short program to like get my certificate. But we'll see. Where are your next travel plans? So I was supposed to be going back to New York like a week ago. That didn't end up happening. It kind of fell through, which is fine. So as far as right now, my next travel plans, I'm supposed to go to Miami in October for one of my best friend's birthdays. And then Lucy and I are hopefully going to be going to San Antonio for Maddie's daughter's birthday. We'll see. I haven't bought our plane tickets yet, but that is my goal. And then after that, I don't really have any travel plans until January, maybe for my birthday, but that's kind of shaky. If you could live in one fictional book universe, what would it be? Oh, I would live in the Addicted universe. Like literally right now, I would live there, but I would want to live in their houses with them. And that's too far, actually. I shouldn't say that. When you were pregnant, what was your parenting style? What was your goal parenting style, and what is it now? I think when I was pregnant, I wanted to be super like gentle parent, Montessori, like holistic mom, whatever. And now I'm just kind of like getting by, like taking it day by day. I just kind of do my best to be a good mom, and whatever that looks like is fine with me. I don't put a lot of pressure on myself, or at least I try not to. Obviously I have mom guilt and like I struggle with all the things that every mom does, but I just don't see the point in being so hard on myself, because we're both learning and growing, and I think that's important. Do you still plan to move out with Lucy into your own home? Yes, of course. Gotta get my money up. I also need to buy a new car, which is gonna hinder that process a little bit. And that looks like it's it. Those are all the questions that I have for today. I hope you enjoyed this cute little Q&A. If you have any other questions, you can always leave them in the comments down below and I will answer them. Follow me on Instagram, because that's where I do my little Q&A question boxes. You can also always DM me. I feel like I'm pretty good at getting back to my DMs. You know, whatever. If you want to follow along my reading vlogs of reading ACOTAR, those are on my TikTok. Everything is Michael Lee. And that's about it. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.